Okay, welcome back. Um, so this is an episode of Mad Ramblings right after I filmed the last one, but this is a kind of a special one because I wanted to show some of the cars that I completed for my Etsy store, KingofCatsCrafts, and the two I kind of sit on the fence about, but uh, just want to show you what's going to be available for someone to purchase. So yeah, I did enjoy making some of these, and actually I enjoyed making all of them. But I had to split the first video into two because I had so many cars to go over and things I wanted to say. So we'll start with this one here. This is this can be a performance car or a drag racer because it's got the jet engine at the back, and so as a drag racer, it's got rocket launchers on it, and it's kind of got this like jet fighter motif, and I kind of wanted it to be like a Top Gun thing. So it's still got some dirt and grime on it from being low to the ground racing through the Gaslands universe, but if I'm not mistaken, aluminum doesn't rust, so I didn't do any rusting with this. It's just like a grimy coating on it. But yeah, basically, this is a dragster, and it's trying to win the race. And if anything is somehow faster than this thing, yeah, it's gonna have a bad day. These rockets are gonna lock on and take them out. So be good for anybody who wants to make like a high tech looking team. Still a good Idris car, even though Idris is more about staying on the ground. They still like their drag racers, so it's good for them. But I think this one looks great, and got this Highway Patrol one here. This one doesn't roll. The wheels are fixed on that. These are wheels that I 3D printed myself. And it's a simple Crown Vic with a ram, front machine guns, and that's a pretty simple, fun build. And it's one of the few Highway Patrol vehicles that I painted up from scratch. Normally, when I do Highway Patrol, I leave the Highway Patrol and police iconography on the vehicle. Because just don't fix what's not broke. But this one was it was in such a heavily played with condition that there was nothing but the bare metal already. So I made it fairly simple, kind of beefy though. It's it's a matte blue, so it's a kind of a even though RoboCop was a matte gray. This is still kind of the same idea as the Tauruses were. This is a Crown Vic. So, yeah, very simple, very easy build for Highway Patrol. Fun to use, though. And then we got the more flashier Highway Patrol vehicle. This is the one, I imagine this is like the police chief's vehicle, because it's got the bazooka. You got a hood, guy coming out of the top with a machine gun. You got the golden skull badge, glowing red eye skulls. Got that old Gundam decal with swords and stuff to kind of make it look like it's an authoritarian thing. Just dry brush some dirt on it where it makes it look like the wheels are kicking up dirt. Again, this is being the police chief's vehicle. I didn't do any rust on it, so it's one of those well-maintained Gaslands vehicles. And you really don't have to do rust with vehicles in Gaslands because even though Mad Max is a lot of the influence for it, it also draws a lot of influence from Running Man and TV show style post-apocalyptic movies, and things like Death Race, the original one, David Carradine. So flashy and clean still works for this. So if you ever want to make your own and paint your own, don't feel bad about that. You don't have to rust everything up and make it look like it's about to fall apart. And this one is front machine guns and a turreted machine gun. Some Dark Eldar decals. I don't really have a working name for this one. This one can be good for just about every faction, really. This could be good for a Rutherford team that's, you want to run heavy machine guns, or you want to run Maxine, so when you slide, you've got 2 ways of fire, and it's a Hot Wheels car called the Governor. So I painted this one purple and then hit it with that dragonfly glaze I showed in the last video. So kind of gives it that shiny look that you don't normally see on a Gaslands car, and still gave it a good grimy touch to it. And so yeah, still got the infrared windows. I like doing my windows in this red glaze. Gives it kind of a sinister look. So this could also go good for a Beverly car if you want to run Beverly. That's that one. And we got a quintessential Warden truck, van, flamethrower, ram. The doors are welded shut. Got a mesh over top of the windows so the drivers can't escape. And now this one I did do rust and dust and mud and there's some Space Wolf decals here that I tried to really make them look faded, and then of course you got the SPPP, which in the Gaslands lore stands for Sao Paulo People's Penitentiary, which is the home territory of the Warden. Warden Cadelia's home base, basically. And you can see here, armed with a flamethrower, what these prisoners were put in for, arson. So, it's kind of like a dark version of Baby on board, pyromaniacs on board. And so, it's, something, definitely say this is a prison vehicle. And I like the angel on it, so I think it really fits well. And this, like I said, you see this one here rolls. So most of my builds roll unless I use the 3D printed wheels. But you still play with them, And of course, you got a mini with the twin miniguns. You can run this as a buggy. You can run it as a car. Try to make it look like it's been put together by different minis that have been, scrapped. One, find one with a purple hood, find one with green doors, find one with blue parts, and but yeah, pretty heavy punch for such a little tiny car. It's got a little cute front end, and death by cuteness and a hail of bullets. So if you like minis, I think this is a good one to have. So yeah, it's a fun one. And here we got this one. This one is, I had the Sisters of Battle decoration in my bits box for a long time, and it looked like the Statue of Liberty to me. So that's what I did with the theme of this one. This one is the New Yorker. It's got the 1776, when America became a country. I imagine this guy's probably like some old world nut job. He was racing to maybe that's his dream, is to restore the Statue of Liberty. So it's got this patina green and a little bit of copper color, copperish gold, and I think this is another one I think that could also be good for Warden, since the doors wouldn't be able to open in that situation. So maybe he's got crime against the state or something, you know. So yeah, use your imagination. Like I said, I like this one too. It's turned out really good for a Corvette. And I got another highway patrol fella here. This is a truck with bazooka and caltrop dropper. And it tells you where to stand if you want to get hit with the caltrops. And of course, we got a police officer here with a rifle. And then the rest of this thing's got armor on it to protect it. So, and golden skulls. And so it's definitely one of those vehicles that kind of says, like, fear me, I'm going to shoot you right off the road. And of course, you got 2 dogs. So, I imagine the dogs count as steel nets for the same reason. Like, in the game, you throw steel nets onto your opponent's cars and create hazards. So imagine a police dog jumping into another person's vehicle, biting them, biting the crew would probably be about the same equivalent to a steel net. And you got this one here. This is made off of a Blade Raider. And simple build with this one is machine guns and carrying a trash can full of goodies on the back that can be dropped. Yeah, it can be napalm, could be mines, could be whatever you want it to be. I put the little spider logo on it. I originally was thinking about painting this one like Spider-Man's colors with the blue and the red. But then I was like, that's probably a little too cliche. So, the name now escapes me, but there is a tarantula species that is a brilliant blue and black and whitish color. And so that's kind of what I decided to match this color off of, is that tarantula. And so that's, again, put the red windows in because I like that look. And this one here is kind of special because it actually, I don't know how many people have a Gaslands car that actually can do this. And right into the floor. So, yeah, I have a Gaslands car that actually runs. So how about that, huh? Let's see here, bend down here, grab it. Got it. Okay. So, yeah, kind of did a matte color with this one. I think this is definitely a Miyazaki vehicle. It's got the word weapon in English and the word weapon in Japanese. Because I took that off of a Hasegawa model kit set of decals. And it actually says like aircraft weapons and then aircraft weapons in Japanese. So I think it's weapon 2. So yeah, weapon 2. So it's weapon 2. So yeah, I got kind of an Asian theme with this one here. So yeah, I've been just calling it cloud weapon, but you know, again, you can call it whatever you want. But you know, round minigun, very simple build, or you could say this is just armor and this is a minigun. Got some droppers here at the back if you want to run it that way. And those little droppers are made out of the same Hasegawa aircraft kits. Had these little wheels for little air conditioner boxes and the things that carry the fire extinguishers and stuff. I wish I had some more of them. I'm actually running out. And these two, I showed them in the previous video, but I kind of wanted to show them off again because, like I said, I love the paint job on them. If you watch the battle report, the vehicle Jawbreaker, I'm thinking about calling this one Butterscotch. Just because I think it'd be kind of a funny name to be. If you've ever played D&D, you know the joke about being killed by the fluffy bunny sword. You know, because everybody's heard of the 9 Lives Stealer, but, you know, and other dangerous weapons. So, you know, getting shot off the road by Mr. Butterscotch, I think sounds cool, especially since the team name with the Jawbreaker is the Hard Candy, is Team Hard Candy. So that's the idea behind that slime mini. Um, so yeah, it'll run you off the road, it'll shoot you, and you'll die by butterscotch. Or maybe I might call it Mr. Werther's caramel, because it's kind of got this caramel color too. But anyway, I kind of like that one. That one I might keep, unless I can really convince myself to part with it. But yeah, I like the engine blower. So normally a Mini's motor is mounted sideways, so this has been really converted up to be something beefy. It just looks like a Mini. And then you got this one, this SUV techie vehicle, fantasy vehicle. It's called a Nitro something. Nitro Tailgater. I plan on running it as a truck because it kind of reminds me of an SUV crossover. So that's what I'm thinking about using it as. Got the saw blade ram and got the old can droppers made out of the trash cans. Harpoon and mortar. And again, you probably use another dropper with a parachute and call it that. And it's also got obvious nitrous in the back too. So, and got wheelie bars. Wheelie bars. So yeah, definitely a Idris or a Cult of Inferno vehicle. Maybe Vernie. Maybe. But yeah. Really, I ended up falling in love with this one. This is definitely one I'm probably 99% sure I'm going to keep. But for the rest of them, they are going to be heading to the Etsy store. And like I said, the store is called KingofCatsCrafts. And so I hope to see y'all there. And I have Gaslands and some D&D goodies. And I also have the old Smoky here on sale, looking for a new home. Mostly because, poor thing, I have no room for him. He's been sitting here. I have no room to put him, and so, he needs a new home. So, anyway, I hope y'all like this. This was moving a little fast, but I wanted to cover everything. And plus, I needed to clear off the desk so I can get ready for the September Car of the Month challenge, because I've only got 7 days now to get that done. So I'll have my nose to the grindstone for a while. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy this, and I really hope you like these cars. And again, like I said, this one here, it's not going to see if I can catch it. Well, helps if you have a car in front of it. But yeah. How many of y'all have seen the car that actually runs? Pullback racer, Gaslands. Alright. Take care, be safe. Goodbye. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So, yeah, bye.